Hey guys, it's Ro. Welcome to another Nerdy Dummies. Look who's right here! It's my friend Jordan!
Yeah, excited to be here. I love Harry Potter.
I know. You guys know Jordan. We have baked together before, but if you're new to the channel, I'm gonna be putting all of his links down below. Go subscribe. I got so many requests from you guys to make something Harry Potter themed. Today we are gonna be making a butterbeer cake, and the recipe that we're making is a butterscotch cake recipe frosted with cream soda. Let's get started. The things you'll need to make our butterscotch cake will be 2 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 3/4 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of unsalted butter, 1 cup of buttermilk, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1½ teaspoons of butterscotch extract, 1½ teaspoons of salt, 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and 3 eggs.
And then for the cream soda frosting, you'll need 1 pound of butter at room temperature, 5 eggs, we'll only be using the whites, 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, ½ teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1½ teaspoons of cream soda flavor. And
now let's put it all together. First step to making our cake is whisking together the dry ingredients. Pour in the flour, salt, baking powder, and baking soda. Whisk together till well combined and set off to the side. Before we cream together our butter and sugar, I have a really good Harry Potter joke.
Okay.
Why did Professor Snape stand in the middle of the road? Because you never know what side he's on. I guess it wasn't that great of a joke. I really liked it in my head, but then when I said it out loud, it wasn't the best delivered.
It was good.
Okay, thanks. Because I feel like I delivered it worse than that owl that can't see good in the movie.
And now we'll cream together our butter and brown sugar. Wait, how do we do?
Oh, you push up this part like
okay.
that, and oh, is it plugged on? No, it's not plugged in. That's the wrong way. Oops. Start mixing on a low speed and mix together until it's light and fluffy. It smells just like a Harry Potter butterbeer would smell like.
You can get them at the grocery store too. You can.
What? I didn't know.
Yeah, it's called Flying Cauldron.
Not the grocery store that I go to. They don't have Flying Cauldron.
So sorry to hear that.
Uh-oh. Next, we're gonna add our eggs one at a time, mixing in between each one. I'm pretty impressed. 3 eggs, no shells.
All right.
I don't even do that.
It's looking pretty good so far. We're gonna add our vanilla extract and butterscotch extract.
Mix it up one more time.
All right, so our butter mixture is done. Now we'll be adding our dry ingredients and our buttermilk.
Alternate adding the 2, 3 parts dry, 2 parts buttermilk.
So our batter is ready, but before we can add it to our pans, we gotta taste test it. That's like the most important part.
Little one. Okay, I'm gonna just do a little pinky.
Is pinky the proper etiquette?
You can do a finger too.
Because I'm definitely getting more than that. Here we go.
All ready? I want to freeze this.
That's real good.
And then eat it like ice cream. We have 3 6-inch round greased cake pans. I'm gonna have you hold the bowl. Jordan works out a lot. He's got muscles.
Oh, so that bowl.
Jordan! Oh, you're gonna hold the lightest thing here.
This is nerve-wracking. This is a slippery glass bowl.
This is very messy. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay. Here. I'll move.
Oh gosh.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Jordan. Now, using a spatula, flatten the batter. Jordan's taste testing. It's very important.
Yeah, gotta keep testing.
It is a very important part of baking.
What would your Patronus look like? What animal?
Ooh, it would be definitely. It's probably be a wombat.
What? Someone launches out like a tiger, a majestic stallion, and you just a wombat appears.
A spectral patronum. Is that a spell?
Our cakes are ready to bake. Preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Celsius would be a little bit toasty there. And then bake them for 45 minutes.
We are making a Swiss buttercream style frosting that is going to taste like cream soda.
Oh, so good. I love cream soda.
This icing is a little fancy, Jordan. I thought you were ready. We've baked together a bunch.
I thought I was ready, but you were mistaken.
Time to level up. Crack all of the eggs into the big bowl, but no yolks.
Jiggle, jiggle?
Yep, this is the jiggle method where you jiggle the yolk back and forth. Whoop,
ooh, fancy.
to fall to the bottom. Ooh, yolk, get out there.
It was just a little bit. It'd be okay.
This is high risk here.
What if I try my own jiggle method with my palm of my hand?
A meringue? Really, you can't have any yolks in there. It won't whip right. This is a technique you have. It really is.
So we did an absolutely perfect, flawless job adding in the egg whites. No yolks whatsoever, not even an atom from them.
Nope.
And now we're gonna add our sugar.
Pour it in, whisk together, and then we're gonna take it over to the stove.
Place a pot of water on the stove and turn the heat to medium.
Place your mixing bowl on the pot and whisk the egg whites and sugar until the sugar is dissolved. You'll know it's ready when it's smooth to the touch. I usually whisk for about 5 minutes. Once the sugar has fully dissolved, take your bowl back to your baking station.
Here's the mixing bowl. We just took it off the stove. We put it on our mixing stand, and now we're gonna mix things up a little bit.
Yeah, on a high speed. Mix your egg whites until it's bright white, nice and fluffy.
Be careful! The bowl still hot at the, burn you.
Jordan, check this out.
That's really cool.
From a liquid to a solid. Thank you, protein strands. All right, let's make this a buttercream. Jordan's gonna be adding the butter slowly, chunk by chunk, one at a time, while this is mixing at a medium speed. You'll know when to stop mixing when your bowl is room temperature. It will be just barely warm to the touch because you don't want to melt your butter. Dun, 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 dun. Beautiful. That's what you want, light and fluffy.
Smells like butter. So now we're gonna add our salt, our vanilla, and our cream soda. This is gonna make it nice and flavory.
Mix together till well combined. And then you just smell it. I'm gonna take a little taste for me.
All right, yeah, this is just straight up frosting. This is gonna go on the cake.
This is the fanciest frosting I have ever made.
I'm honored to have been a part of it.
Jordan, before we eat all of this, we've got to divide it in half. Half of it we'll just scoop into piping bags, and then the other half I'm gonna dye it a light mustard color. Few drops of yellow and a drop of brown. No! Okay, one more. Now I'm taking it away.
And now we're gonna make the handle for our mug out of fondant.
This is because the cake we're making is gonna look like a mug of butterbeer. Just roll the fondant into a log, then shape it into a C or a U shape. This is a buffer. If you don't have one of these, you could just take 2 wooden skewers and place them into each end of the handle. You want the sharp end to be sticking out.
We are now ready for the big moment, assembling our cake.
I popped them out of the pans, I leveled them. Between each cake, there's a little cake plate to keep them separate so they won't stick together. This is where you'll want to pick your final serving tray. I'm gonna be using, look at this.
So it's like a coaster.
It's supposed to look like a coaster. Take your first layer with the cake plate. I like to leave the cake plate at the bottom just in case you need to move it.
So this is the color that we dyed half of the frosting.
Pipe a circle all the way around, outlining the cake.
Good at drawing circles.
Fill in the middle.
That.
Uh-oh, Jordan! Using an offset spatula, smooth it out.
Put the next one on top.
Next layer. When you're stacking the last layer of cake, flip the cake upside down so the bottom is the top.
Now we're gonna pop this in the fridge and we're gonna let it chill for about 30 minutes while I DJ turntable it.
DJ Jordan, here we go! After your cake has chilled in the fridge, frost the entire thing. Jordan's gonna slowly turn the turntable, and I'm gonna pipe icing on the side of the cake, starting at the bottom, and work my way up the cake. Once you've got the frosting on the side of the cake, smooth it out using a larger offset spatula. Once you get the sides smooth, go back to the top and see this little lip, pull it towards you.
Now that our frosting is all nice and smoothed out, we have to add the swipes to make it look like a mug.
It's just a super light drag all the way up. Ooh, yes. We've got our texture all the way around. Now quickly smooth the top. Doesn't need to look perfect because we're gonna cover the top with white icing. So now we have the other half of our frosting that we didn't dye in piping bags with tips at the end, 809 and 2A. And then Jordan, what tip do you have?
A 12.
Start with the largest tip, which is the 809. Pipe large shells on the top of your cake.
There's also a reason I'm not doing this.
Now switch to your smaller tip, the 2A, filling in all the cracks and holes, piping smaller shells.
And then for the final step, I'll use the 12 to do little tiny circles because that's the only thing I'm good at.
It's gonna look like bubbles.
Our butterbeer cake is just about done. We just have one more step.
Place the fondant handle on the side of the mug. Final decoration step, final decoration step.
Don't mess up, Jordan, don't mess up.
Boom!
There we go. It's a nice handle in there.
Ta-da! Here is the butterbeer cake that we made today, inspired by Harry Potter. I'm so excited because this is the first time on Nerdy Nummies that we've ever made a butterscotch cake recipe with a cream soda icing. The combination will taste exactly like butterbeer. Yum, 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 yum. A big thank you to you guys for suggesting something Harry Potter themed, and a big thank you to my friend Jordan for helping me bake today.
And helping especially with all the shells on the cake. Did a really good job with those.
You did really good with everything else. The shells were a little iffy though. I'll be posting the recipe and a bunch of pictures on rosinapansino.com, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can check it out there. And if you guys make this cake, please take a picture and send it to me. I love seeing your baking creations. It just makes me happy. It makes my day. If you guys have any other ideas for any other nerdy nummies, please let me know. Leave me a comment down below and I will do my best to make it happen. All right, thanks again, you guys. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Now we get to try a slice. I'm gonna get a big helping of icing. That's some butterbeer. Butterbeer.